A man crouches in total darkness inside a hollowed-out gym vaulting horse. 50 feet from a fence patrolled by armed guards. Searchlights sweep past every 90 seconds. If they catch him this time, it won't be a warning. It will be a bullet, or worse. This is Airey Neave's second attempt to escape. Colditz Castle, the prison built, specifically for men, who had already tried to escape, once and failed. Before Colditz, Neave was just another British officer caught in the chaos of 1940, he was captured at Calais, one of thousands of soldiers swallowed up as German forces swept through France. He was moved between several POW camps in the months that followed. Ordinary holding facilities. Nothing special. But Neave kept trying to get out. Tunnels, disguises, anything. Eventually, the Germans grew tired of him. Repeat escape attempts earned a one-way ticket to the camp reserved for the most determined prisoners in the entire German prison system, Offlog 4C, better known as Colditz. Colditz wasn't built to punish escapees. It was built to make escape impossible. Hundreds of officers, all proven risk-takers, all watched constantly, all held inside a medieval fortress on a cliff with one road in and one road out. Neave's first attempt there failed almost immediately. He dressed as a German officer, but the uniform was wrong, the wrong shade, the wrong cut, details a Real Guard would catch in seconds. He was spotted, stopped, and dragged back inside before he'd gone 50 yards. Most men would have been broken by that. Neave wasn't. He spent months rebuilding his plan. New disguise, made with smuggled materials and far more care. New documents, forged convincingly enough to survive a checkpoint. New timing, studied down to the second gaps between patrols. And this time, instead of trying to walk out the front in costume, he and a Dutch officer slipped through a hole behind a stage during a camp performance, into a guardroom storage area, and out into the night before anyone noticed they were gone. What followed was days of moving on foot and by train through occupied territory, speaking only when necessary, trusting strangers he had no way of vetting, with execution waiting if any one of them turned him in. He crossed into Switzerland exhausted but alive, the first British prisoner ever to escape Colditz and make it all the way home. It made him instantly famous inside the camp system. But the real twist came after the war. Neave didn't go back to a quiet life. He joined MI9, the British intelligence branch built specifically to help other Allied prisoners escape, using everything he'd learned the hard way as a prisoner himself. He stood in the courtroom at Nuremberg and personally read the indictments to the men responsible for the war he'd just survived. He went on to become a member of parliament, a quiet but influential figure in British politics for decades. And then, in 1979, more than 30 years after he'd outwitted the most secure prison in Nazi Germany, Airey Neave was killed by a car bomb planted by an Irish paramilitary group, in the parking garage of the British Parliament itself. The man who escaped what the Germans called inescapable didn't die in the war. He died in peacetime, in the one place he should have been safest. So here's the question worth sitting with. If you'd already failed once, with the punishment for trying again clearly on the table, would you have tried a second time? Or is there a point where survival means knowing when to stop pushing your luck? Let me know in the comments, and if you know of another POW story like this one, drop the name below. I'm always looking for the next one.